What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Black House Booking here with another video, and I am very glad to bring you guys this video today. I'm going to give my honest thoughts and opinions on Jade Cargill signing a multi-year deal with WWE. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. We drop videos on Fridays, sometimes Wednesdays, but we dropping them videos on the weekend for you guys to have something to unwind to after a long week of work. We're on the road to 1,000 subs, so let's get it, let's go. Anyway, yeah, your boy Black House Booking here, and you know, I'm excited about this. A lot of people weren't the biggest Jade Cargill fans in AEW, and that is because of how she was booked, in my opinion. Is she the greatest wrestler ever? No. Was her gimmick sometimes a little wishy-washy? In certain aspects, yes. There were negative, but there were positive. Obviously, AEW drew direct comparisons to WWE, so you see a black woman that's strong and muscular, you're comparing Jade Cargill to Bianca Belair. However, we have a great opportunity to utilize both these women on the main roster, which I will get into in this video as well. But first things first, what I would like to say is I think that her working out at the Performance Center would be very great. I think she'll get better, significantly better over time, and they're not going to rush her debut. She's not going to debut at the next premium live event. If that's what you're expecting, it's not going to happen. They're going to make sure she can wrestle good because she had to get some work in. She got to put some work in. The Performance Center is the best place for her to get better. They looked at the tape in AEW. They saw what she couldn't do. They saw the things she needs to work on. AEW's lacking was that they really couldn't work with her to make her better, not like the Performance Center can at WWE. The Performance Center has some of the best trainers ever. If you ever looked at the old NXT combines and the videos with the guys who work with the NXT superstars and superstars period, they help them get on track and get to where they need to be. I promise you she's going to be a lot better than she was previously. I think she's gonna get a good gimmick. Obviously, they're probably gonna keep the name. That's her name. I guess she owns it. AEW doesn't own the rights to that, so she'll get to use the name, which is nice because she'll be recognizable. Which direction should they go in? I think that she's new. She already said she's coming for everybody. She's coming for the Charlottes, the Rheas, the Biancas, everybody. She wants all the smoke. So, I personally think that I would not mind her going to NXT and taking the belt off of Becky Lynch, because that would be a worthy opponent. NXT would look really good and NXT ratings would be higher, and she would have more individuals to work with that are kind of green as well. But it wouldn't be her just burying them. It wouldn't be just an AEW situation, because she could actually wrestle against people who can wrestle as well. She wouldn't just have to go 50-0 against the whole NXT women's roster. Her versus Tiffany Stratton is actually a decent match that it would make sense if either person lost. I wouldn't be upset with that. That's one option. Another option, the best option to me, is to pull the trigger. You want to make the women's tag team division actually good. Pair her with Bianca Belair and make them win the women's tag team. 2-woman power trip. You heard me. 2-woman power trip. If you're not gonna pair them with the Hurt Profits, which is Bobby Lashley, Montez Ford, and Angelo Dawkins, at least make them a tag team. Obviously, we want to see them go at it, but that's something we can build over time to see who's the best woman, who's really the best athlete, who's really the strongest in the gym. But they could work together to push each other to different heights. If they were the women's tag team champions, that is a women's tag team that I could see holding the belts for 2 years. That would make logical sense, because who could really beat them? You would have to put together like Rhea Ripley. You would have to put maybe Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler again will have a chance. You have to put Rhea Ripley with Charlotte Flair. You would have to make a concoction in order to beat them, which would be another good story, is that the women are trying to take them out because they're destroying all the women. So you can have women team up who would never team up. Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair in a tag team, they will lose, but just having them in a tag team could also lead to Charlotte Flair's betrayal of Becky Lynch, or vice versa. That could lead to a WrestleMania match. You can use Jade as a vehicle to create more moments, to create more matches, to create a dominant faction. Like I've said many times, the new nation needs to happen. Street Profits, Bobby Lashley, Jade, Bianca Belair, Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, Jakara Jackson, Lash Legend. We can make a whole stable of dominance. But they're not going to do that because they're not me, and they don't think that far ahead like I do. So what they're going to probably do is they're going to push her as a single star. She is going to encounter Bianca Belair, but they're not gonna wrestle immediately. They're gonna want Jade to get them reps up. I can see her going to get to Roxanne Perez, like I said, NXT talent, a Gigi Dolan, and if she does face someone on the main roster, either they're gonna have to just go for it and go all the way in, and her first match gotta be against a Charlotte Flair or something like that, or they're gonna take it nice and slow. Let's feed you Nikki Cross. Let's feed you Valhalla. Let's feed you whoever is left on the roster that didn't get fired. You know what I'm saying? Let's feed you a Piper Niven, because at least the match would be decent. You know what I'm saying? It would have to be a situation like that. I don't think they're just going to necessarily push her that far, but if you're gonna put her on the main roster, you gotta just put her in the big spots. But her and Bianca Belair would be a great pairing, and then you could do something weird and kooky where the reason why her and Bianca Belair split up as a team is because she's hitting on Montez Ford. You can do some weird things, some strange things that would be fun for the fans at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you put them as a tag team, they're gonna go against each other because people want to see that match. That's a dream match. But I think them as a 2-women power trip would be amazing. I think that would work very well, and it'll bring credibility to the women's tag team division, which you're trying to do, because obviously you don't care about the NXT women's tag teams anymore. So how about we do this then, if we're gonna go in that direction? I'm happy with the signing. I wish things could be a surprise. I miss things being a surprise. Ever since Cody Rhodes with that Royal Rumble, like they announced that he was gonna be in the Royal Rumble, I was pissed the fuck off. Because why don't we have surprises anymore? When they announced Cody Rhodes coming back at WrestleMania, why don't we have surprises anymore? Why can't anything be a genuine surprise? Like Jade Cargill, like as soon as it came out, I'm like, damn, this is official, because like weird rumors like that don't just happen out of nowhere. So the Edge like going to AEW thing, I think might be true, because like people just don't just make that up out of thin air. People are getting sources. So it's like, bro, I miss surprises. I would have loved to just see her pop up, but seeing her go to the Performance Center and stuff like that, and they're gonna make a whole thing out of it, is pretty cool. She's still in great shape, looks better than ever. But I think her and Bianca Belair need to team up and not go against each other first, because I genuinely think we can actually like turn things around with the women's tag team division. And obviously with TKO acquiring WWE, UFC, they're going for it. They cut a lot of people so they could pay these new salaries. So you're gonna see some more signings. If Matt Cardona, don't be surprised if he becomes a superstar eventually for WWE. He's not gonna be a long run, but I can see him coming back. But since they got rid of a guy like Dolph Ziggler, now I'm kind of on the fence of that being a possibility. But I think Jade Cargill is opening the doors. Her and Cody Rhodes open the doors for more AEW superstars to jump ship, because obviously a lot of WWE guys are jump ship there. But can we do the inverse? Yeah, man. But I think it's a good signing. I'm gonna drop a fantasy booking, whether it be today or tomorrow. But don't worry, 2 videos a week. I haven't forgot, guys. But like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. And tomorrow let's get into it. Let's make something happen. I think a fantasy booking for Jade Cargill would be nice. I think we should do that. But I also have a fantasy booking for the Street Profits as well. So those are 2 video ideas. If I can get 3 videos out this week, then that's even better. Peace.